Today is Monday, November 20th, 2023. We parked at 19 Mile Brook Trailhead on Route 16. And we did a 4/10 of a mile road walk to come up Camp Dodge. Take the Camp Dodge cutoff, which is going to be right there. And today we're going to go up and do Middle, South, Carter, and Carter Dome. And then we're going to play it by ear. There is a car parked here. Huh. We're from New Jersey, no less. And there's footprints.
Yep.
Where'd those come from?
I don't know.
There were no footprints before. Okay, so we're going to go out to Carter Dome, possibly Mount Height. As you can see, it's overcast and lightly snowing. The winds are supposed to be relatively high. So it's supposed to be clear in the afternoon. We'll see. I mean, there's a possibility we might also go up and grab the Wildcats, but we'll see. That makes for like a 16-mile day or longer, depending on how we go. So I'm gonna play that by ear. If we do that, we'll probably be finishing in the dark. And what else? There was something else. Oh well, can't remember now. It'll come to me. So this is the Camp Dodge cutoff right here. It's very short, and then we're gonna jump onto the Imp Trail and hang a right. We are at the junction now of North Carter Trail and Imp. We're going to take North Carter up to the Carter-Moriah Range, which puts us out between North and Middle Carter. And we're going to take a left on Carter-Moriah Trail and head to Middle from there. So 1.2 miles up. Gets quite steep near the end of this. A few people ahead of us, at least 3. 2 came the same way we came, through Dodge Cutoff. And we just picked up, I don't know how many people, maybe 2, who came in from the north part of the Imp Loop up over the Imp Face ledges. All right, still lightly snowing. And I think what I meant to say in the last one was we started around 8 o'clock. We are up now on the Carter-Moriah Trail. So 2.7 to Zeta Pass. That will be after South Carter and before Carter Dome. And it's the Appalachian Trail up here, so we're gonna go that way. We came up from here, and surprisingly, people turned and went out to North Carter, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. I mean, we did that in the winter once, just for trail rights, and I've never been past North Carter that way, but you can get to Moriah that way, but it's apparently extremely steep and dangerous descending off of there, especially at this time of year, so I'm just a little bit surprised to see people there. I don't know if you can get to Imp Campsite before you descend. I don't think so. I think you have to descend. I don't know. Who knows? There's always people doing crazy stuff. So we are not wearing spikes yet. I don't know if we'll need them. There is some ice underneath the snow, but we've got, I don't know, 2 or maybe 2.5 or 3 inches of loose powder up here. So if there's ice underneath it and it's flat, it's not bad. If there's ice and it's steep, you can slip. And this section is ups and downs. Definitely areas that are routinely icy also, so we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Hopefully I can just work my way on rocks and not have to use spikes. Okay, so next stop will be Middle Carter. There's a view on the left-hand side of the trail out to Maine, but it's snowing still. We're socked in. There's also some views along the way to the presidentials and everything, but I don't think we're going to have any views today. At least not until the afternoon. John is standing right at Middle Carter. There's the cairn right there. And then there's a little viewpoint right across that looks out. Woo! That's ice. Almost went for a slide. Looks out into Maine and towards the Wild River. But no view today, currently. Okay. Next stop is South Carter, which is also like a viewless summit, although they've been cutting trees lately. But it's going to be viewless today. And there's a little viewpoint just past it and on the left. And again, it looks out to the Wild River wilderness. There's John on the summit of South Carter. We just ran into the people ahead of us. There's 3 of them. And they're planning to do the Wildcats also. This is the little view, which nobody has been out to because they're the only people ahead of us. And we've got some clearing going on. Right there. So Mount Height and then Carter Dome behind that. Clouds are whipping through. And then I think that's the Bald Faces and Meter Ridge right there, I believe. All right. Nice. This is a little pop-out view going up Carter Dome. So this is looking across at the presidentials. They are still clouds and summits. And then looking back, the sun is on South Carter. And then, my face is cold. This is Mount Height, and behind that is Shelburne, Moriah in the sun. And then Moriah is in the shade over there. Okay, it's frosty. It's just, and John is back there on the trail. It's just a little side path off. We're very close to the summit. This is the summit area of Carter Dome. There's like a pretty good sized cairn, a sign, remnants. There's a metal strut right there, and then another one someplace over here. That's remnants of the fire tower. There's a little view down there on the left-hand side, and you come through up straight ahead, and now we're going to exit and go down to the hut this way, which is going to be quite steep. And we are donning our micro spikes now because everything has a nice layer of snow on it, but underneath it, that's just ice. So there's been, as you can see, there's still rocks exposed, but I know there's going to be a lot of ice going down there. So better to be safe than sorry. You can always buy more spikes, but I don't want to replace a hip. We are, I don't know, maybe 50 yards below the split to the view. I didn't go up to the view. How was the view, John?
It was pretty good.
Was it windy?
It was windy, yeah.
Was it icy?
No.
No?
The rock was bare.
That's good.
Spikes.
No. So I didn't go up there, but basically you get a sort of similar view to this, but you're a little bit higher. So that's looking at Wildcat A. And down here is Carter Notch Hut. Out here it would be looking towards Maine, so the Wild River area, and then over across the street here are the northern presidentials, which Mount Washington is still socked in, and then over behind that tree, is it a little more, is the edge of Madison and Adams. Okay, we're almost down to the hut, and then we're going to climb Wildcat A. We are now down at Carter Notch, so that's Wildcat A right there. This is one of the little ponds. It's frozen, but I don't know how thick it is. Although I see people have walked on it. I'm not ready to chance that. And then we've got a bunch of mountain ash with its red berries right there. And we just came down here, and we're gonna go this way, 0.2 miles to Wildcat Ridge Trail. And then we get to climb steeply up, steeply up that. And it is steep, but relatively short. I think it's like 7/10 or something. It's short. Okay, look how fast those clouds are moving. Ooh. All right, we're gonna keep going. Ooh, actually, look at the snow blowing on there. Oh, you can't see it now. Yeah, you can. See it on the ice? Yeah. This is the viewpoint at Wildcat A. We just popped into the woods to get to the summit, which has a tiny little cairn. That is Carter Dome, Mount Height right behind it. And then South Carter and Middle Carter. Look at that dark cloud, huh? And then looking back towards Gorham, right there, and Berlin. All right, let me see if I come over here. Right there is the water where we came down. And then up on this sunshiny area in here is where the viewpoint is. And you can usually see the hut, although I don't want to get too close to the edge. Oh yeah, right there's the roof. And then all these boulder field here is the ramparts. South Bald Face right there. Careful, a little windy. Nice. We are up on Wildcat D. The sun is just setting. And this is Mount Washington, which is finally clear. And then, it sounds like the wind is windy. There's Madison Adams. Cloud beating on Jefferson Campus. As you come up, we had a little view out this way, and it was absolutely beautiful. Looking up towards me, and I don't know why this isn't focusing on anything. Moon. See that full? Alright, we're gonna beat feet. We gotta get down the ski slopes and then road walk like 3.5 miles. I can tell that my nose and my face is frozen. We are on our road walk now. We have about another mile and a quarter until we get back to the car. And it should be about 16.5 miles. We saw one solo hiker coming at us on the Wildcats, and a group of 3 that were planning to do the Carters and the Wildcats. We passed them, we never saw them again. So I don't know. They had a long drive ahead of them too. What else? We wore spikes down. Oh, we should have worn them all the way in the Wildcats, I think. And then down the ski slopes. It made us faster and a little more sure-footed. But it wasn't, you could get away without them. But especially the Wildcats, I don't think it was wrong to use, but I would definitely recommend like your crappy beat up rock spikes, not your brand new ones, because it's plenty of rocks still out there. All right, it was a good hike. It's freezing right now. It's the coldest I've been all day, so looking forward to getting back to the car.